In a world where movement was the rhythm of life, the verbs danced across the landscape like a troupe of performers. Walk, the lead singer crooned, as the crowd of creatures swayed to the beat. With each step, they could choose their own tempo, their own style. Some opted for the languid pace of a cat, their paws patting softly on the ground. Others, like elephants, thundered across the stage, their massive feet stomping out a powerful drumbeat. As the music swelled, the creatures began to waddle, their webbed feet squelching in the mud. Ducks and flamingos flapped their wings, their elaborate courtship displays unfolding like a choreographed ballet. The air was filled with the sweet scent of feathers and the soft quacking of happy birds. But the show was far from over. With a burst of energy, the creatures launched into a high-speed chase, their legs pumping like pistons as they ran like cheetahs. The wind whipped through their fur, their ears flapping in the wind, as they sprinted across the stage. Next, they leapt into the air, their paws tucked up tight as they jumped like kangaroos. The crowd gasped in amazement as they bounded across the stage, their paws barely touching the ground. Some creatures, like rabbits, hopped along, their long ears flapping wildly as they chased after the ball. But the piece de resistance was yet to come. With a flutter of their wings, the creatures took to the air, soaring like butterflies. The crowd gasped in wonder as they flew overhead, their delicate wings beating in a hypnotic rhythm. As the music reached its climax, the creatures began to dance, their bodies swaying to the beat like a troop of bears. The air was filled with the scent of honey and the sound of rustling fur as they twirled and spun across the stage. Finally, the show came to a close, the creatures settling down to rest. But even in repose, they were still moving, their bodies rising and falling in a gentle rhythm. For in this world, movement was not just a necessity, but a way of life. And as the creatures settled in for the night, they knew they would be back to their antics again soon, their verbs dancing across the landscape like a never-ending chorus.